Fitzpatrick. Coach, talk about this game. You guys got off to a real good start in this game. They came back a little bit, had a decisive size advantage. But talk about what it meant to coach this game and how you think how it went for you.
Sure. It was an honor to coach this game, and quite honestly, it was a humbling experience because when I get to coach some of the best players in the DC metro area, that's exciting. And I'm well aware that I was in this position because I've had the opportunity to coach two of my own young men, Keith and Savage and Arnold Moto, who are terrific players. So it is a humbling experience. The Capital Classic in its 39th year. And I grew up in this area, so I've been to games as a kid. So it was very exciting for me. But at the same time, we had a job to do, and I wanted our kids to compete. I wanted them to play hard, and we went after a win. And I think what you saw is early on, the players made enough plays and executed a couple of options on our offense. We were right in the game, and we played pretty well defensively. We held them to 45 points in the first half, and they're very talented. Now, what you saw is they also not only talented, they are large, and not only tall in stature, but they're strong. They're physical kids, and I think what happened is their size and strength maybe wore us down a little bit over the course of the game. And then obviously, I give some credit to their guards too. Their guards made some really good plays, and obviously, the 5 kids who were going to Maryland, they did a nice job playing together as well.
I know there was 3 players in this game that play in your league, obviously 2 that play for you.
Right.
But who in this game did you maybe not know much about that really showed you, that really opened your eyes?
Sure. For me, the kids like Derek Colton, Kalen Cumberlander, Garland Owens, I don't get to see those kids play a lot because, I'm in Northern Virginia, and I see a lot more private school basketball. And not only was I impressed with the way they played basketball, I was impressed with who they are as people. It was a real pleasure coaching them. And, to be able to coach 12 really great young men and good students, that was exciting. And so it was fun for me. And even a young man like Brandon Peel, even though Riverdale Baptist is a private school, I haven't had the opportunity to get to know him really well. And they were great young men. And so that was also fun. We had a few practices, and to be honest with you, the practice sessions were just as fun as the game because, they were competitive and they played very well.
Switching gears a little bit, talk about Episcopal next year. Obviously, you have 2 incredible players that are, taking off for D1 schools.
Yes.
You've got Doug Chappelle coming back, who's, a big-time player. But talk about what you expect next year and who you have around Doug to kind of, the pieces in place for you.
Sure. Well, I think, for Episcopal High School next year, it starts and finishes with Doug Chappelle. Terrific young man, terrific player, terrific student, and his game has grown so much in the past, 10 months. And he'll be an exciting player to watch next year. He has the capability of really playing 3 positions. He can play point guard, shooting guard, or he can even play on the wing if we go small. So he's a very versatile high school player. I also have another guard in our system named Brendan McCann, who was an off guard last year for us, about a 5'10" left-handed shooter, and he'll be a good facilitator as well. And then, we'll have to rely on some young guys next year. A couple young players who are going to come in, and a couple younger players who are in our system. So it's definitely going to be a lot of opportunity with Keith and Arnaud leaving.
Well, thanks for your time. Great speaking to you. Good job today, and we'll see you next year.
Thank you, guys. You do a great job.
Thank you.